Hello and welcome one and all. This is Old School Gamer 1971 here. Millie, Lloyd, everyone, hope you're all having a great day. If you would, please like and comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Support the channel and help it grow. Today's thoughts is on A Plague's Tale: Innocence. I've been playing this game for around 3 hours and this is what I think. A Plague's Tale: Innocence, developed by Asobo. It's a stealth game that came to the PlayStation 4 in 2019. It is in a way kind of its own thing mixed in with a little history. The Black Death was ravaging Europe at the time, killing an estimated 75 to 200 million. Even though the plague lasted only 4 years, it took nearly 200 years for the world to recover to the same population it was before the outbreak. It did reoccur in different locations worldwide, the last of which known was in the 19th century in China. Its origins were believed to have been in China. For England's last outbreak, it was the Great Plague, the bubonic plague, in the 17th century, which due to poverty was rife in the slums of London. It was subsiding when the Great Fire of London destroyed most of London, the equivalent of £1.66 billion of damages in today's money. However, there was contained cases after this until it died out, mainly outside of London. Asobo was established in 2002 and are based in Bordeaux, France. They currently have around 140 employees. They've worked with the likes of Ignition Entertainment, THQ, making Ratatouille, Wall-E and Up, Codemasters, Fuel, Microsoft, Ubisoft, Monopoly, Disney Interactive and Focus with A Plague's Tale: Innocence. Announced in 2017, it was originally slated for a 2018 release, however it was pushed back to May 2019. So let's see if this has been worth that wait. Set in 1348 in rural Aquitaine, France, the English army was invading France at the time. You play the role of Amicia de Rune. She has a younger brother called Hugo who has been ill since birth. Their mother, Beatrice, is an alchemist who has spent years searching for a cure. And their father, Robert, has looked after the family estate, leaving little time for Amicia. Whilst hunting, Amicia's dog has one gruesome end by an unseen force. Getting back to the de Rune estate, English troops from the Inquisition bang the door, led by Lord Nicholas. They raid the estate in search of Hugo. They execute Robert and several of the servants. Having negotiated your way to the gate, Beatrice instructs Amicia to take Hugo to his doctor, Laurentius. The gate closes and the British close in, and you see a bloody blade come through the slats of the gate. Amicia and Hugo escape to a nearby village where they must escape angry villagers and soldiers to reach Laurentius' farm. In time you learn of Hugo's illness and why the Inquisition is after Hugo, learning to control the rats and set them upon your enemies. There is much more along the way in this fantastic game, with many twists and turns along the way, a story of power, betrayal and reconciliation. Is this A Plague's Tale: Innocence? Or is it foot in mouth insolence? This game just looks so great. I'm so glad that the game started off slowly. It gives you a chance to just drink in those graphics. The forest and characters all look so damn good here. Considering this is not exactly a AAA title, it does impress from the outset. The animation is also damn good here. For a game like this, the graphics have to be done right for the stealth to work. As it is, it all works because you can see what way they are looking. Now I know this seems common sense, but so many games in this genre don't quite do it as well as this game does. I also have to admit that the mud and ground are also worthy of a nod. They look and sound, for that matter, so damn good. I can't remember the last time it was worthy of a mention. Maybe Red Dead Redemption 2, but before that? In short, the graphics are surprisingly good and just blew me away from the get-go. Through the sneaking sections, and even when you're on the run, the graphics don't drop in the slightest, throughout my time with the game, anyway.
Where is he? I won't ask again. Where is your son?
In good hands.
Touch the house.
Is that Mommy?
I would like to take a moment to congratulate the person who decided it would be a good idea to have people with a real French accent voice over the French people in the game. So many times the atmosphere is broken with a voiceover in English, supposed to be English, and yet has a lilt of New York or some other accent ruining it. The voiceover on the whole is good. The language does not insult your intelligence. The music pulls you into the game, especially once the chase starts. This is all good here. I feel that the music really makes the game atmospheric and certainly is on my to-do list. This is definitely on my to-do list next year. This also is the best use of sound in a game and certainly the best use of music in a couple of years, and then the music stops and you're on edge. It also has good background sounds and makes this all come together to make this all sound really great. This game plays great. They have taken a really strong stealth mechanic where you use sound, flame and stink bombs to negotiate your surroundings, make your way through rats and get them to attack your enemies. The movement is solid either in the chase or out of it. It all moves so damn smooth. The aiming works well and is easy to use. It is good as sometimes while sneaking you need to lock on so you don't get spotted. Also, traversing the world really works well. The controller mapping is spot on, and once you get the stealth mechanic on show, it makes this an absolute hidden gem to play. This is a must for any fan of stealth games. It makes you think on your feet sometimes. That doesn't necessarily mean you need a load of gadgets to breeze through the game because you're overpowered, meaning you have to think your way through many of the levels. To me, this begins right back at the beginning, as you look at that amazing forest. Poor Pooch, by the way. When that happened, I really felt that it added to the game, and then the game takes you in a whole new direction. Its setting is cool, and I can't quite remember any game that goes with such a setting. Graphics really do pull you in, but the sound and music set the tone, the pace and the atmosphere. As the story progresses, you feel for the children, for their losses. The fact they don't really know each other is shown pretty well here. The story is also damn good, pulls you in easily enough. Being chased sure does get the blood pumping. The chase in the village lasted for a good 20 minutes plus. This really is kinda cool in doing so, and only at the last minute did it finally show you a way out. This surprised me considering the £20 price tag from base.com at the moment. It is an absolute gem at that price, and I feel the game is well worthy of the time you will put in. The atmosphere alone makes it worth that while. You might have guessed I kind of like this game. It was on my radar from the first trailer. So much of this game works so well. The controls ease allows you to concentrate on other things. The characters are likeable and lovable. They are well defined and certainly the bad guys are bad. Every now and again a game comes along that catches your imagination. This game released with little hype. From beginning to my third hour in, it was as good in the third hour as it was in the first. The story really is good and you feel part of a journey. I feel the game's style does have that feeling of Vampire, the same publisher, but the game is a lot more polished. With us losing Telltale, I was worried that story-based games may be a lost art. This is a fantastic game and I hope for more games just like this. So A Plague's Tale Innocence, it most definitely is. If you are hearing this, you've made it all the way to the end of the video. Well done. Give it a thumbs up and comment if you enjoyed the video. Please share as it helps the channel grow and improve. Enjoy your day one and all. Old School Gamer 1971 signing off.